Hi, everyone. Welcome to North Jersey Living. I'm Ross Hyman. Today, we're going to be talking about the village of South Orange in New Jersey. And we're going to tell you all the things that you need to know about the schools, the transportation, restaurants, activities, and shopping, everything that you'll need to know if you're in that area. And we're going to do it on a Google map so we can show you where everything is. Thanks for joining us. So here is a look at South Orange Village. Now, in 1869, I believe it was originally part of Maplewood. It was originally part of South Orange Township, which is now Maplewood, essentially. It was a larger area that included these two towns. And you can see how it butts right up against Maplewood. It also has Newark to the east. So over here is Newark, and to the north is Orange, is the city of Orange. So you can get a picture right there. To the west of South Orange Village is South Mountain Reservation, which is one of the largest parks in all of North Jersey, but also definitely within Essex County. And within that park, we'll talk a little bit about that later, but there's some great things within that park that we'll talk about during the activities part. But what I want to do first is just back out and show you the distance to a few things, and we're going to use the distance tool here in the map. Well, that is the distance. That's 2.3 miles across. Let's see if we can go to here. So it's about straight away, it's about 6 miles to Newark Airport, which is very close. And I bring that up because I actually met international airline pilot, was looking for a place to live. He was moving from another country and chose South Orange Village as the place that he was most interested in because of its proximity to the airport. So it's really convenient for people who work at the Newark International Airport. And it's also pretty convenient to Manhattan. So that's from the far end. So it's about 14 miles straight away from South Orange Village to Manhattan. A lot of people commute to the city as a lot of companies have moved to remote work. There is a movement back towards doing the commuting and having people come into the office in Manhattan. So it's not a bad commute. What I'm showing you is the distance, the straightaway distance, but of course it takes longer if you're commuting by car or by train. And I believe it's about 18 to 20 miles by car or train. Now, you are taking a car. There are roads that will get you there. You can see north of the village here, this is Route 280, and it cuts across, and you can eventually go into here through I-78. Down here as well, you can see I-78 does this. And I believe I-78 goes all the way across the country. Route 280, if you keep following it west out this way, connects to I-287, which goes north-south, and that'll take you into New York State or down into Pennsylvania. Here's I-95, which goes all the way from Maine to Florida. Of course, we've got the Garden State Parkway. You can never forget about the Garden State Parkway, which runs from the northernmost part of New Jersey to the southernmost tip. And if you're not familiar, the Garden State Parkway uses mile markers as its exits. So you'll see people with bumper stickers or magnets on their car that tell you which mile marker they live at. For example, if you live in Cape May, which is the southern tip of New Jersey, you'll have a 0. That's your exit. And then I don't know what the northernmost number is, but like right around where we are here, I know what Montclair and Bloomfield are. They are basically 149 to 152. And then, so this is probably, I'm going to say like 138, 139, something like that. I'd have to check. That's the roads. Now, if you're taking a train, you can see there's 2 train stations in South Orange. You've got the South Orange station right here, which is in the center of town. And then you've got the Mountain Avenue station here. Now, the Mountain Avenue station is convenient if you live in the Montrose section, which is over here, which is a historic district and has really beautiful homes. And then there is a tennis club over here that is really well known, the Orange Lawn Tennis Club, which was founded in 1880. And, so you're in really close proximity to those. Most of the action in South Orange commercially happens in the downtown area. So we got the location, and also you can see, I'll tell you a little bit about the geography here. So you've got Maplewood to the south, and I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I think I did. It used to be part of South Orange overall, right? And South Orange and Maplewood split in, I believe, 1869. South Orange Village was created, but they still share a lot of resources, specifically the school system. So South Orange Maplewood school system is called the SOMA school district, and for South Orange Maplewood. So they're still very closely tied together. And you can see as I back out other towns that are around, you've got Bloomfield up here, Belleville, Kearney, Harrison, which incidentally, Harrison has been developing for quite a few years. They've been building up the real estate there, building condominiums and townhomes and things of that sort, rental apartments. That area, which also has the soccer stadium for the Red Bulls, it's the Red Bull Stadium, I'm sorry. That stadium and that development is also accompanied by a very critical train station. It has the PATH station. So if you're ever in a jam for a quick train into the city, you can drive to Harrison right here, and you can take the PATH train or the light rail into the city, and it's really, really quick. And there's tons of parking at this station. So just something to keep in mind. So that's a little bit about the location, the transportation. Let's talk a little bit about the schools. While we see Seton Hall University, of course, Seton Hall University is a major university in New Jersey, very well regarded undergraduate and graduate programs there. They have a good law school. They have all kinds of, you can get an MBA there. You can do all kinds of things there. And that's a big part of the town. And I do want to tell you, because of the fact that there's a university, there happens to be, I don't know if it's directly because of there being a university, but a lot of the housing is actually rental homes. So you can buy a house in South Orange, of course, and they have beautiful homes there. But I believe almost 75% of the real estate in South Orange is rental property. So people recognize the opportunity to make money on the rentals, and a large part of the real estate there is rental property. So something to keep in mind if you're looking for, if you're not looking to buy, but if you're looking to rent, South Orange is a great place to look because it has a tremendous amount of inventory. So otherwise, so I mentioned that the school system is shared between South Orange and Maplewood share the school system. So there's 2 middle schools. There is a central preschool and 6 neighborhood elementary schools, which are distributed between the 2 municipalities. There's also a Catholic school founded in 1890 called Our Lady of Sorrows. It's a K-8 elementary school operated by the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Newark. Plenty of good school options there. There's a STEM school called the STEM Innovation Academy, and it was ranked number 13 best school in New Jersey out of 253 in national rankings. And that's a pretty well-regarded school. And some of this information comes from niche.com, where incidentally it's rated, the entire school system there is rated A+, which it doesn't get any better than that on niche.com. Something to keep in mind. That's a little bit about the schools. Let me tell you a little bit about other entertainment in the area and see if it'll pop up right here if I do this. There's a few things that came up, but I can tell you that there's some great restaurants in South Orange. I've eaten at quite a few of them. So there's the Mountain Avenue train station. We want to be near the South Orange train station because that's where all the action is. That's right here. I know, so here's some restaurants that you can see here. The Order, which is a brunch place, very highly rated. And then you've got Village Trattoria, Chris's Family Diner, New Great Wall, actually not, it's Chinese food. The Bistro d'Azur, which is a fine dining restaurant. Jackie and Sons, they also have a place in Montclair called Jackie's Grillette. Really nice family-owned restaurant. I'm friendly with the owners of that as well. There's some others that aren't showing up on the map, but Bunny's is one of them. So Bunny's is a pub pizza place. And let me see if I can get that to come up. Bunny's Sports Bar. Right there. See, it is there. I don't know why that doesn't show. So Bunny's Sports Bar is right there in the middle of town. There's also, you can see BGR Hamburger, Miti Miti, which is a Latin American restaurant. There's an Ethiopian restaurant called Walia. But Bunny's Sports Bar, if you're a fan of Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy's website or his Instagram, if you're one of his Instagram followers, he rates pizza, does the one bite pizza reviews. Bunny's was one of his episodes, and he rated their pizza an 8.3, which is a tremendously high rating for Dave Portnoy. So I've had the pizza there. It's really good. It's I guess he would call it a bar pie, more of that type of pizza. So we've got that. There's also a restaurant called Reservoir, and then there's a sushi restaurant called Ariyoshi, and the Gaslight Brewery. So here's Reservoir. Gaslight right there. See, I don't know why these don't pop up, but the Gaslight is right there. It's a popular hangout. There's, of course, other shopping in the area, especially in that downtown section. It's interesting to look at these little pictures that people post on Google. You can get an idea of what the town looks like. It does give you a pretty good view. You can see here some of the beauty of the homes there and the foliage in the fall. It looks like the entrance to one of the restaurants. And it's really a beautiful town. Great parks, which I'll talk about as well. Of course, Seton Hall is beautiful. Great looking area around Seton Hall. So some of the shopping, just to zoom in a little bit here. South Orange Village, downtown. So you can see all the businesses here. These are all local businesses. A lot of mom and pop shops around. Of course, there's your usual stuff, Verizon Store and Chase Bank. Down here, more eating stuff, Town Hall Deli, Juice Hub. Here's Rocky's Crystals and Minerals gift shop. So what I'm getting at here is the Botanical Boutique. There is a lot. There's probably more than we can even cover here, but you can literally walk downtown. You could take a train to the downtown area and you could walk around for quite a long time and explore all the shops that are down there. It's really lovely. And it is so close to Maplewood that they have their own shopping districts as well. And you can enjoy both in one day if you choose to. But a lot of convenient stuff there. So other activities, this is where the fun part is. There is a community pool. It's a municipal swimming pool. It's open to all residents. It's very inexpensive. The annual pass, I believe, is only $35 per person. And there's the South Orange River Greenway, which is currently under construction, which is going to be a bike trail, a bike and running trail. Of course, you've got the South Mountain Reservation, which, taking a look at that right now, I've talked about this in other videos, but there's so many great things in here. The Turtleback Zoo is a fantastic small-scale zoo. And then it's got an amazing playground. One of the coolest playgrounds that I've seen. It's like a ship in the middle of this playground. And then so many things to do in there. I used to take my daughter over here for afternoons. There's duck boats, or what are they? They're like flamingo boats or goose boats. I think they're duck boats. But it's a great place to spend some time, especially if you have little children and you can go and spend an afternoon there. So fantastic for the family in the warmer months. And then within South Mountain Reservation, there's hiking trails. There's Greenwood Gardens. There's a dog park, the South Mountain Dog Park, South Mountain Ferry Trail, which I've talked about also in some other videos, which is a really neat thing. And I'll show you, it is worth seeing the pictures because you can't get an idea of what this is like. But people have taken some of the natural elements and built little environments for these fictitious ferries. And it's in the woods there in South Mountain Reservation. It's really, really amazing. And my daughter and I've been there with other families. They're just amazed by this because it creates this sense of realness that there's these fairies in the park and they live here it's really quite charming and really nicely done. This is just a community participation thing. It's not specifically run by anybody. Just, I don't even know how it began, but you can see all these little houses that have been built. And it's really fun to walk around and view these things. So really neat. It's a really neat feature about the area, something I've not seen anywhere else. And I've lived in a lot of places in this country and never seen anything like that. All right, well, I'm just going to take a pause here for a second. And if you like this video, you'd like to see more like it, please like and subscribe. Other activities, I mentioned the Orange Tennis Club, which is up here. And then probably, there it is, the Orange Lawn Tennis Club. And probably one of the most well-known features in the area is the SOPAC, the South Orange Performing Arts Center, because that is a big feature. It's a 413-seat proscenium stage. There it is, SOPAC right by the train station. Let's see if we can do the spin around. There we go. The Village Cinemas at SOPAC. So there's movie theaters, and there's the Performing Arts Center, which is this building from the other side, I believe. Well, there's some interior shots. It's a really beautiful theater, intimate enough for, for you to feel like you're, here we go, there's a good shot of it. To feel like you're not in a big stadium or a big arena, and you can see some pretty high quality performances there, artists names that you'll know. It's you can see comedians there. I think I've seen a couple of theater shows. I believe I've seen a few comedians there as well, and they have music acts, of course. Here's some. Is that? No, looks like Eric Clapton. I don't think that is, but of course there's galleries and things in the area as well. There's a big arts community in South Orange, and that is another reason that a lot of people go there, is because they really have some great supportive arts programs there. There's also one other program that I want to mention before we get going, but there is something called SOMA, Two Towns for All Ages, and it's programs that help seniors remain integrated and active in the community. And the crafts have something to do with it, the arts, because they have fitness programs, art programs, transportation resources, volunteering opportunities. And the whole point of it is to keep the seniors in the community integrated within the rest of the community, so they're not isolated. It's a way to utilize the resources that are available to them, and to avoid, in a lot of towns you would find a lot of seniors in senior homes and assisted living facilities. But what they've done is they've created a place for people to come so that they can get some assistance and also be part of activities in the community and feel like they're not left out and not separated. And it's a really lovely program and something that the community is very fond of. A lot of people volunteer there. I'm going to see if I can just pull that up real quick before we get going. It's a big program. You can see that they have activities, and there's just some snapshots of people being involved. The winter 2024 activities: arts and crafts, yoga, a healthy bones program, Tai Chi, open to all residents ages 55 plus. So they even have this repair cafe where the volunteers will sharpen your knives, mend clothes, fix lamps and electronics and things of that sort, jewelry they'll fix. I mean, really thoughtful, useful things for people in the community. And so that's about it for South Orange. I hope you like this video. If you do, please like and subscribe. Or if you're moving to the area or moving away from the area and you'd like help with your real estate needs, please feel free to contact myself or Greg. Our contact information is below. Thanks for joining us today, and see you next time.